guys, and technically good evening. We've been filming a morning update every other day of this trip, but today we went to our friend's wedding at the Boardwalk Hotel, and she'd requested nobody bring cameras, and so we were like, well, we probably shouldn't lug it around just to like film something on the way in the morning, so we decided to leave it at home. So we just got back to the hotel a little bit ago. We've been getting some work done, but it is about 5, maybe 5:30 in the evening, and we had a whole lot of fun. The ceremony was really beautiful. It was up on the edge of the lake between the boardwalk and the Yacht and Beach Club. They had really beautiful music, and there were pretty dresses and everything. It was really sweet. Then their lake reception was even sweeter, and we got to dance with our friend who was getting married, Katie, quite a bit. And that was fun. It was nice because it was a relatively small wedding, so we got to spend lots of time with them. We got to make new friends, which was really cool. I always love making friends on vacation. And we even got to dance with Minnie and Mickey Mouse. Came at the very end of their wedding, and I got to dance with both of them, and it was really exciting, and I think some people were jealous, but it was really cool. Janie got to dance with both of them too. Mickey asked her for a dance, and it was really sweet, and she was like, I don't know what to do here in the headlights, totally forgot to dance. It was adorable, and I was smiling at her the whole time. We had some pictures, and I think we'll find some more, so if we get those by the time that this goes up, then we'll put them in here, but I don't know if that's going to happen. But tonight we're going to take Jane to Hollywood Studios for the first time ever. I am very, very excited for that because I highly suspect it might become her favorite park if Animal Kingdom doesn't, because she loves roller coasters. So I'm very excited to expose her to Rock and Roller Coaster, which is kind of the most traditional roller coaster that Disney has. So we'll see how that goes. She's scared of drop rides, but I want to see if I can get her in Tower Terror anyways, just because the theming is so beautiful. And I'm so excited because this will be my first time to experience Galaxy's Edge. I'm so excited. I've read the books. I'm super dorky about it. I want to meet Vimerati and cry. I want to go around and explore. I can read unabashed, so I want to go and just obnoxiously walk around with Jane and be like, this is what the sign says, and this is what this sign says. And I'm really excited to use the DataPad app because I want to see if I can hit officer ranks in that DataPad app before we leave. If we do, then I might buy a rank badge for cosplay, and then as we hopefully come back for the next couple days and in the future, whenever we get to come back to Disney World again, continuing to rank that up and move those rank badges around would be kind of really fun. But I'm a huge dork and I love cosplay stuff, so it'll be an adventure. So I'm excited. I don't really know what we're gonna do. It's night, so I'm gonna push for us to do the Toy Story Land stuff, because I've only ever been in Toy Story Land for 10 minutes. It was the last time I was in Hollywood Studios, the only time I've been here since it opened. It was just super sunny. It was the middle of summer, so I really couldn't be outside. I was feeling really, really sick, and I on the way out, I insisted that we walk through for 5 minutes just so I could see what things are like. But that's all I've experienced in Toy Story Land, is just seeing it for 5 minutes in extreme pain. So I'm really excited to see it for real. Maybe ride Slinky Dog Dash. I've heard it's really pretty at night anyway. And then ad lib dinner and find out where things go. The Indiana Jones stunt show is my favorite stunt show there, so hopefully we'll go and see that too. We'll see what we do. But we're gonna take you guys with us on our adventure.
We're flying to Disney's Hollywood Studios.
Hey, So we had a really funny experience leaving our hotel that we kind of wanted to share with everyone. We're like walking down like through the corridor of our building, and suddenly out in front of us jumped like two, like probably like 11.
They were like 8.
8. Okay, I'm bad with 8. So like two like you said 8-year-old pirates jumped in front of us and demanded a password, and I read their t-shirt and read the first word out loud, and they were like, okay, you can go. And then like Jane was like, oh, okay, I'll try doing the same thing, and they were like, no, the password has changed. And she's like, every other word on your t-shirt, and they're like, nope. And so Jane tried like every single word that she could think of, tried like naming a bunch of other words, and
pirate and sheath and Captain Jack Sparrow
and just everything,
and freckles and hair and sword, everything.
And it was just the repetitive process of failure, and the other kid was like, oh, you're fine, you can go. But also, what's the new password? And I'm like, your freckles are cute. And it was like, your freckles are cute. And he was like, okay, you can go again. And I was like, cool. And you were just like, kept getting held up, and you were laughing, and they were like threatening to run you through like 9 times until his mom came out. Their mom came out. There's 2 kids, 1 mom. And we're just like horrified. We're like, oh my god, what was my child doing while we were gone and harassing these strangers? And we were like, oh no, it's okay. It was actually really funny.
Well, she came out, and I just like, the kid was threatening to kill me with a sword, and I was just like screaming and making like little action noises and like falling to the ground, and then the mom kind of like relaxed a little bit. But the little kid like kept following me.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Disney's Home. We hope you enjoy the most magical flight on Earth.
So finally, after like the 4th time of the mom going, sorry,
please remain seated until the doors automatically.
she's so talkative.
You need like 30 seconds.
No, it's dark. It's fine. Okay, so we arrived on the Skyliner. She's still talking.
There we go. And they finally let us go, and the mom was like, chill, but it was really cute, and we wanted to tell you about it.
Yes, it was super cute. I think we have a photographer. Can we do a photo?
Yeah, we can.
Hi guys, how are you? Can we get a photo?
So we're here in Docking Bay 7. I am like totally overwhelmed, and I've cried like 4 times, and then broke down talking to people, and then cried like another 4 times. This is amazing. When we like turned the corner and saw the Falcon, I kind of like stopped, and then Jane really had to move me because I like was getting in people's way. But like I just started crying, and like you just sat down on like a wall, and you're like, we're not moving for a minute. It's fine. This is like the most amazing thing I've ever experienced in my entire life. Like okay, besides you, I love you. But this is fantastic. We just came from like doing stuff in Toy Story Land, which I've been here when Toy Story Land was open, but I've never actually been able to do it before. Because it's always been too sunny for me, and there's like no shade in Toy Story Land. So this was an amazing adventure. We got to ride Rock and Roller Coaster for the first time and loved it. The transfer car is like so wheelchair accessible. They have like a little bar even to get in on. Maybe if we go back tomorrow, maybe I'll have you like take a picture. But it's so cool. Like the wall folds out, and then like there's a bar to grab, pull yourself in. It's fantastic. So even Sleeping Dog, they've actually the side folds down to a little bench you can transfer onto, and then pull your legs into the car and then transfer back down it. It's super cool. So we've been having a fantastic time.
What about the Toy Story Mania?
Oh yeah, we did Minnie Mania. That was amazing. That vehicle was really cool. We've been talking this whole time about how like they really need like with like these long attractions where like we hold up boarding. They need a system like the Skyliner where like you do accessible boarding on the side and then just shove it into the main line. And then we get there, and that's exactly what they do. It was super cool.
Well, they had closed captions.
Yeah, they have closed captioning on the thing, and even in the accessible car, normally you have to pull a string on the back of the gun to shoot, which for me, like, just destroys my arm, and I need my arms to, like, actually get around, and so they have a little button on the top, so you can just boop, 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 boop it instead, and that, like, just made such a huge difference. So tonight's been, like, I think the most amazing experience so far this trip for accessibility. This park's just amazing, and I know it's just, like, it's newer, and a lot of the attractions are newer, and have had more recent updates, but, like, this is fantastic. We've been looking around. I think after this we're gonna go and ride alien swirling saucers because we're coming back here tomorrow. I have to resist my urge to just like walk around here and cry until they kick us out of the park. So I'm gonna come back tomorrow and do it. And I don't know how long it'll take Jane to convince me to leave because this is like the most fantastic place I've ever been in my life, and I want to live here now. And why don't they sell apartments I can live in? Because I want to live on budget, guys. This is amazing. I like tomorrow we're gonna go and try to meet Viberati because I'm so excited. I've never met a character from a book before, and I'm so excited. So this is gonna be fantastic. It's so fantastic. Okay, I'm gonna eat this food. It's great because they like here they put the like Earth names for food on the signs a little bit, but if you order without them, they like totally just roll with it. So it's great. So we got the kabu ribs and we got the durian tip yep, which if like you're not savvy is fried chicken. It comes with mashed potatoes and like this green gravy. It looks delicious and I really want to eat, so we're gonna end this soon. And then pork ribs, which I've heard they actually like cut them differently, so you don't eat them like other ribs, like it doesn't come apart the same way. So it's like looks like you're eating something totally alien. So I'm excited. And it comes with a blueberry cornbread roll. So we're gonna go eat that now. And how's your hot chocolate, by the way?
It's really good. It's thick. It's a little spicy.
Okay. But luckily they sell that at like 3 booths, so you can eat like 4 more of them tomorrow. Oh, and we also got this batu bun, which looks adorable and jelly-like, and I put it in front of my face because then maybe the camera will focus on it. There we go. I've learned apparently that's how I get this kind of focus. This is good for when I use this in future videos. Alright guys, I'm gonna eat because it's gonna get cold and I'm so hungry. I'll see you guys soon. It's our trip together. Oh my god. I'm the treasure of this piece of film for the rest of my life. We finally made it back to our hotel room. We're both pretty tired, so we've had a really long day. We woke up really early, but we're super excited. We got to ride the whip ride, Alien Swirling Saucers. I took some video of it, so hopefully it came out. We'll see in editing. But it was super, super fun. It looks super tame from the outside, but from the inside, like, it's great because you know, like, when the whips are gonna be really big, and like, you really feel it when you're sliding around. It's super cool. That one also had a really convenient hamster mechanism too. The like side of the car folded down and into a bench, just like on Slinky Dog Dash, and that was really amazing. I really loved that, and the cast members were really nice about it. We got on like literally as the park was closing, so that means we got like a really nice walkout too, which was nice and pretty. It was super fun, super beautiful. I got to see all the lights going, take it slow, which is good. June's legs are really tired and my arms are really tired. It was beautiful. We took some film of that, so maybe that'll be rolling right now. But it was great. We did want to tell one story though before we went to bed. When we first got to the park, we got off the Skyliner, we went through security, we went all the way up to the front gate, tapped into the turnstiles, and then I reached down and I'm like, oh no, my side guard is missing from my wheelchair. So it started off this mad dash of like rolling all the way back to security the way we came, which like not that many people are walking that way luckily, and we're like, is it here? Nope, not here. So then we're like, okay, well, one of us should go with the Skyliner, one of us should like go and talk to all the people we've talked to and see if anyone's like reported anything found. So then we're like, okay, and we decided to have Jane go to the Skyliner, and me stay inside because I take way longer to get through security than she does. So like she went off to go do that. I like went and like asked a bunch of people and they're like, nope, don't know what you're talking about, what's that? And I'm like, and I'd be like, here, it looks like this, but backwards. And they'd be like, oh, okay, I don't know if I've ever seen anything like that before, but if we do here, then we'd have turned into guest relations, so go on over to guest relations. So I was like, okay. So I went over to guest relations and I'm talking to the woman there. I text Jane and I'm talking to her, and luckily I'd like taken the film earlier of boarding the Skyliner, what that's like, and so I happened to have like the exact cab number we were in, so we like reported that, and they're like, hey, this is what's missing, and they're like, what is that? What's the side guard? So we're like, hey, here we go, it's this is what it is, what it does. And they're like, okay, well, here, that's, I'm so sorry, well, if it gets to get reported, then like, we won't contact you, but you can fill in a missing like item report, and then we can email that to you, and then you can go to Disney Springs and pick it up. And I'm like, okay, well that really sucks because it's not like super safe for me to go anywhere without my side guards because they help with my balance and like not falling over and like going through queues and stuff, just constantly turning and turning and turning and turning and turning. And like there's so many times when you go down a hill and have to turn, like you're like so like from high speed, and I don't want to like tip over and fall out, and like you know you have to like brace yourself. And so she's like, oh, okay, well, how about we like, you know, I give you a voucher and you can go ahead and like, we can rent you a wheelchair for free. And like, okay, people don't have $10,000 wheelchair if they can use a $200 wheelchair effectively. It's not really how it works. And she was like, oh, okay. And so we like resigned ourselves to like, you know, we were gonna have to just like go back to our hotel room and then like file a report and hope that we got an email before tomorrow about this. And so we like started to have her like refund our like ticket for the day. And like right when she gets about there, I'm just like exasperated and I drop my arms to my side and I'm fiddling with like my brakes because I do that, and I'm like, wait, there's an extra something here. And I look down. My side guard had fallen, and it probably fallen exactly when I thought it had fallen out. But it had gotten wedged like right between my wheel and the like body of my chair, and like it caught just the very edge of my brake and was hanging there instead of falling to the ground. It was kind of like wedged in there. So I was like, oh, okay, well we can't get this out. So we're like, okay, well, good news, we found it. Never mind. All that, you're done. You're good. Thank you, lady, for your help. And we'll be on our way now, but first we have to like put this back. And so we go ahead and I'm like, well, like it's stuck behind the wheel, so we have to take the wheel off. And Jane's like, yep, cool, take the wheel off. So I'm like, okay. So I like take off my seatbelt, scooch that in my chair, and I just plop down onto the ground. And like everyone around us freaks out because like the woman knew what we were doing, but like no one else did. So they're just like, they just saw me like fall out of my wheelchair on the ground. And they're like, oh my god, are you okay? You know, this guy's like, do you need help? Like, what happened? And I'm like, no, I'm fine. I just like sat on the ground. It's cool. Just like when you don't have like strength anymore and you try to sit on the ground, you just go. So, like Jane managed to get the wheel off and we put it all back and went on our merry way. But it was an amusing experience, and I feel bad for not warning people around me, but also like it's just really amusing. Which then we made jokes about like, oh well, like how would you like to just like lose part of your leg for the whole night, until we got to actually boarding alien swirling saucers at the end. And one of the people's like, oh well, like can you like park your chair and walk to the car, like do you need to like take your chair over? We're like, oh, we need to take your chair over, and goes like, okay, and he goes to go get someone else, and we're like, okay, and then I'm like, yep, this toy's legs are broken, and Jane's like, you need to say that to them and see what they say, because they call you toys in that land. And so we said it to the woman. She kind of like didn't really give a reaction, so I don't know if I didn't read it or she just didn't think it was funny, but I thought it was very funny. So with that end of that story, I think we're gonna hit the sack and say goodnight to you guys. Thanks for watching.